Are you planning an international trip? If yes, you will find this video interesting, informative, and edutainment. To ensure that all the components of your trips are covered, I would like to disclose to you what the requirements are to create a concise and comprehensive itinerary so you can have a worry-free holiday or business trip. My name is Yvonne Wilbraham. I worked in the travel industry for over 40 plus years, 20 years with international carriers in Los Angeles, California, and 20 plus years as a travel agent in Northern California. Prior to purchasing and booking your international trip, it is important to know what is required and what is necessary to ensure that all components of your trip are taken care of, and that is the basis of this video, to prepare you in your planning stages. Before I give you all the details, I would like to give you a brief description of some of the memorable trips that I have taken. During the past 40 years, I have traveled extensively and have lived in Indonesia, country of birth, the Netherlands, Portugal, England, and Italy. Each place I visited has something unique to offer. The photo on the top right-hand corner is me on my motorino in Florence, Italy. I will not be listing all my trips as that would take too long. Nepal is the most fascinating country I have visited. I had the opportunity to stay at Tiger Tops, which is a hotel built on stilts. I did manage to see a Bengal tiger and trekked for 10 days in the Himalayan mountains and had my own personal Sherpa. Riding an elephant was one of the highlights of my Nepal trip, a trip never to be forgotten. I love Asia and have visited exotic destinations such as Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Japan, and Indonesia. The Asian people make you feel at home, and their hospitality is heartwarming, and the food is absolutely delicious. When exploring the pyramids in Egypt, I managed to get lost, and I thought I would end up being mummified. I also rode a camel. The owner of the camel charged me $1 to get on and $5 to get off. I also saw a few scary snakes. I went to Costa Rica to see all the fascinating animals and drink a few margaritas. What I really wanted to see was a sloth. To my surprise, it was not easy to find one. How sad to have traveled all that distance and not being able to see the animal I so much loved. At the beck and call of an experienced guide, he showed me where I could find the animal I wanted to find. With the guide's experience and knowledge, I did manage to see a sloth, not one but two, and greeted me with an achoo. What adorable creatures they are. And was such a wonderful teacher as a guide, I cried. I learned so much about butterflies, moths, frogs, and dragonflies, but when it was time to see a poisonous snake, I wanted to jump in the lake. Noisy hummingbirds chirping and chirping all day long, I said, so long. Lurking behind the bushes was a tapir, a fascinating animal related to a horse and rhino. A gentle, quiet animal. It certainly was not an attacker. Oh my dear, what a sight. My face turned white. What absurdity for me not to have learned about biodiversity, a variety of living organism that dies and relives in another humble life, a bulletproof vest made of spider webs. I must admit,